NANI?!
Yo, and welcome to Shooting the Soil. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Sorry we got no webcam for some reason. It's just refusing to work. So instead of messing with that, we're going to start the stream, even though I'm a couple of minutes late. But anyway, today we are checking out my indoor large 6x3 bed. It's in its third run of growing and already got two nice crops from it, and into the third run, and plants are looking healthier than ever. Alright, so we are in at 400x magnification right now, just to see what we got as far as bacteria and stuff squirming around in there. And yeah, we're just going to do a quick little scan around. Oh, we got a nice fungal strand there, and then we got this strand, which could be actinobacteria or bacterial strand because of its color and being so thin like that. But that's not necessarily a bad thing to see unless you see a whole bunch of them. We'll go over here and we see another type of clear strand that looks more like a saprophyte binding together these two aggregates. Actually, it looks like two pieces of organic matter. This looks more like a mineral mashed up with some organic pieces of organic matter around it. And then we got other, pieces of silt and clay over here. So we want to see everything nice and aggregated like this. Seeing a little bit more of these clear chunks that we want to see. But that's always a slow progress, just getting everything aggregated and getting the microorganisms cycling, doing their job down there. Let me just switch the chat over to make sure I see all chat messages. Feel free to drop a comment and ask me any questions. I'll do my best to answer, and always happy to share my experience. And that's how we all learn together. So seeing a lot more pieces of organic matter and stuff like that. I was hoping to see a little bit more fungi up here, and but got a couple of clear strands in there. That's another actino or saprophyte looking strand there. Let's see what else we can find. More organic matter breaking down. Let's see. Oh, there's another piece of fungal hyphae. That's a nice looking one there. Make sure I can see the whole chat. There we go. Oh, got another good. Yeah, it's a wide cell wall hyphae. Those are always interesting to see. It's a big hyphae. Alright, see if we can find anything else interesting here to look at 400x. And then we'll probably zoom out a little bit and see if we can find any nematodes or microarthropods or ciliates swimming around in here. Usually want to see like one or two of those per slide. Yeah, we got more of these clear strands in here, but not too many for concerned. Saprophytes are good decomposers. There's a nice little piece of fungal hyphae tied up, doing its job, holding in those nutrients, making that web to prevent leaching and soil structure. There's a nice dark brown. And then right above it, we got one of those football-shaped fungal spores. Another little piece here. Yeah. Oh, we got another fungal spore. Always nice to see them. Never quite sure when they're gonna sprout. They can last in the soil for quite some time. But as soon as their conditions are favorable, they will start doing their thing. So here we're looking at a nice big aggregate. We see fungal hyphae poking out up top, poking out here, Everything in there that's a happy little space for biology, doing its chemistry, breaking things down, providing nutrients for the plants. Nature doing its thing. All right, let's see. Let's go out to a little bit lower magnification here. Adjust this light down so I don't blind you guys. We'll jump over to here. And yep, now we're in 100x. So let's jump out to, we could probably go out even farther just to see if we can find anything big swimming around. All right, so let's scan up to the top here. Anything moving? Seeing a lot of nice, seeing more fungal hyphae strands down there. Little tiny specks, little tiny strands, I mean, at this magnification. Some nice big aggregates. Something moving up over there at the top. That could just be the water moving by the edge of the slide. Let's see, anybody big moving in there? I was thinking I probably should have watered yesterday. They're about due for watering today, the soil. So probably would have had a better chance of seeing some big microorganisms here if the soil wasn't slightly dry. It's just about to the point where it needs some water. My humidity gauge was reading 30% when I took the sample. One of those eco-wet water humidity sensors. Definitely very handy. But there we go. We got fast-moving cilia. Oh, actually two of them. Yeah, right there. Let's see if we can just get a little bit more shading maybe so we can see them a little bit better. Yeah, we got some life moving around in there. Yeah, there's another cilia. Cruising around at high speed. So we got some life in there. That's good. And not an overabundance of them. You don't want to see them wiggling around everywhere in your soil. So that's just a sign that things are a little bit out of whack. If you see too many of any one species, we want a nice, diverse balance. Here's the busy part of the slide over here. This is where everything washed over to when I dropped the slide. That is an art form. Getting the slide perfectly, getting the cover slide, I mean, perfectly on the slide. So yeah, this is looking much nicer over here. We're seeing all sorts of fungal hyphae. Let's just continue around just a little bit more before we zoom in on some of these cool looking strands I'm seeing to take a better look at them. Just want to see if I could find a nematode or something. Or maybe even a rotifer to look at. Been seeing a rotifer probably one every 5 slides or so in this bed. Usually find a nematode in just about every slide. I don't see one wiggling around in there just yet. Go over just a little bit more. Cruise back down. Here's that busy part of the slide we want to go back to. Check out all those big aggregates. Yeah, overall not looking too bad. Let's see. Saw the ciliates moving down over here. But not moving. Just give a quick scan back up over this way. A little bit better on the focus. A lot more fungal strands now that were way out here that we weren't noticing before. So let's go back over to that busy part of the slide and take a better look at some of the hyphae. Long white thing right there is kind of interesting. We want to zoom in on that first. Yeah, not finding anything else. Let's take a quick closer look at whatever this thing is. Now we're in at 100x. Could be a dead nematode. Need a little bit more light. Interesting looking. We might have to go in even closer. Could just be very clear. Let's go in all the way. Move up our ISO a little bit. I think we actually need a little bit more light coming through our diaphragm. There we go. All right, so now we're in at 400. Looks like it's got some internals there. It's got a wound or something. See if we can get a look at. Yeah, I mean, kind of looks like a nematode tail. Is this a nematode head? Not seeing much internals, but that would be my best guess. Is the dead nematode? I think that's its wound, and pretty much it's looking very clear because everything's pretty much eaten. Most of what they want to eat, and we just got a shell left. All right, so let's see. Now that we're in here at 400x, actually, let's see if we can do a little bit better on the settings here. Maybe a little bit more light. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. All right. So let's see. We want it to be right over in this area, I think. All right. So yeah, here's some more. There's the more like the hyphae that I was expecting to see in here, connecting everything all together. Does it go all the way over here? Yep. Looks like it broke, but it's nice to see. Add up. Another big fungal hyphae. See all the segments in the cell wall. I'll point them out in a sec. Right there. Hopefully my mouse capture is on. But yep, you got segments right there, some more over here. Those are the separations in the cell walls of the fungal hyphae. Alright, what else do we see? A whole bunch of big aggregates over here. Another fungal hyphae there. Big brown piece down the bottom. Slightly younger hyphae, or slightly more clear. Let's get a little bit more focus. I like a little squiggly piece of cellulose, it looks like there. Let's see. Where else did we want to look? Ah, here's some cool big aggregates. All little pieces stick into that fungal hyphae as they digest externally. What else? More fungal spores. More hyphae. This is more the amount of hyphae you want to see. Yeah, we got a little small amoeba there. See, usually see a lot of the big oval testate amoebas, but haven't spotted one of them yet. let's see, where are we on the slide? Let's go over this way a little bit. Yeah, that. Whoa, there goes the ciliate. Or it looked like a ciliate. Come back. Went through so fast. Couldn't quite tell what it is. Yeah, I got two different types of fungal hyphae. Fungal spore there. Yeah. Not looking too shabby. Let's see. Be nice to get a close look at one of those ciliates up at this magnification, but they just move so fast. There's like almost no hope in trying to follow them. But sometimes you get lucky. They'll hover around your frame for a little bit. Yeah, I think that we got another amoeba there. More diversity. Good stuff. More fungal hyphae. Clear fungal hyphae. Spore right here. Yeah. Definitely liking the amount of diversity. Be nice if we caught a nematode on this slide, but no luck. Yeah, you're welcome, Jonathan. I only wish my webcam. I don't know what's up with it. I'm gonna have to look into seeing why OBS does not want to pick up my webcam. But at least we got the mic and the important part working, being the camera. Oh, there we go. We got a. So this is a different type of amoeba. This is a Arcella. Don't want to be confused with Archaea, which is a type of bacteria. But this Arcella, which I think I'm saying correctly, is an amoeba. And a good beneficial amoeba for the soil. And the whole soil food web. Alright, let's see, anything else cool to look at here? But we're just about done. Here's a good example of organic matter. You can see all the plant-like cells structure on that piece there. And, you know, it looks like we got some hyphae growing through it. Saprophyte, I believe, breaking it down. Yep. Whole bunch more organic matter mixed in with some minerals. But yeah. Things are working down there. Could be better. Could get a little bit more hyphae. Could see a nematode or two. But other than that, I'm happy with my progression. Plants are looking lovely. No sign of any pest or disease, despite there being all sorts of bugs and everything in that top layer of mulch. Alright, yeah, anybody have any last questions as we look at whatever this weird little thing is there? It's like just kind of a funny shape. I think it's some sort of organism. Could just be a funny shape. But see how it's kind of glowing green and it's got like, yeah. Almost looks like it has little funny cartoon feet or something that it wheels around on. Even though that's not a thing. Just making that up. But yeah. Drop a comment in the down below if you ever seen anything like that in there. Could just be nothing, but never seen anything quite like it. Anyway, probably just about ready to wrap things up here, unless anybody's got any last questions. Another big old aggregate. Now, see, little rod-shaped lactobacillus bacteria. That also looks like one. And then the little round specks of the coccus bacteria. Yep, like this little round ball. And then the rods of the bacillus. But yeah. Not an overabundance of bacteria, but they're there. A lot of times the only thing moving you'll see in a dirt or a early succession soil, I should say, would be just bacteria, and usually higher amounts than this. But it's interesting as things progress and start to balance out, you start to see more fungal, and usually see about this many bacteria, maybe a little more, but it's funny how those numbers just sort of balance out with each other. I think this is just organic matter here, but it looks really weird. Or it could be, I mean, it's kind of the shape of amoeba. Maybe it's just a dead amoeba, and he's just kind of decomposing. But it's always fun. You never know what you're going to find looking at soil in the microscope. All sorts of cool stuff. Just kind of panning through the different focal lengths of that weird looking thing. Yeah. Looks like a pineapple. Alright. But I think that'll about do it for this stream. Saw a couple of cool things. And we're posting our just always want to keep updated on what this bed's doing and document our progress so I can share it with all of you guys. And what do you think we got here? I think that is assisted organism. Maybe I do need to get a little bit more water up here. He's waiting for conditions to get better. And it could be an amoeba, but I think that's a organism that went into a little protective cocoon, and he's waiting to pop back out when conditions favor what he wants. Wonder what it is. It could almost might be a ciliate. Could even be an egg. But yeah, I think there's something living in that little cell wall for sure. Anyway, but all right. I don't know if we're gonna find anything else cool here, so I guess we'll call it a wraps there with a nice big. Oh yeah, we already saw this fungal segment. We doubled right back to where we were before, so I think it's a perfect time to wrap things up with the football-shaped fungal spore and a nice little hyphae. And yeah, we're definitely hit those buttons if you would be so kind. We're almost to the point where we can be monetized. Just need a couple more 100 watch hours and we're there. So yeah, appreciate all the support. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, happy growing, and we'll catch you on the flip side.